Hello everyone. I had 30 pretzels before the reading, and I'm not a poet, so I'm maybe gonna fail, but I will try. Es war die letzte Inventur vor dem Jahrtausendwechsel gewesen, im Rahmen derer ein Mitarbeiter des Lübecker Stadtmuseums feststellen konnte, dass das einzige bedeutende Werk eines ansonsten faulen, ambitionslosen, uninspirierten, verschuldeten und toten Künstlers zu guter Letzt und bis auf Weiteres spurlos aus den Sammlungsbeständen verschwunden war. A stranger who believed himself vanished awakens in the arms of a doorman. Carrying out his duty, the doorman preserved order at the steps of a museum, where he shot flocks of pigeons and welcomed small groups of people. One day, the doorman, usually free from passion, is overcome by a rash affection for life. In this moment, he puts his arms around one of the strangers climbing the steps of the museum, only to recognize the man as a dangerous terrorist. The doorman commits his whole body to a fierce embrace of the terrorist and screams for help, so that the pigeons, gathered around the two men, take flight, only to return years later. The attack, which we keep silent about, supposedly befell our institution on a Tuesday. A policewoman, who reached the crime scene days later as if by accident, came upon the curators who were still sitting in front of the smoking walls of our gallery in their wrinkled suits. When questioned by uniformed officers, the curators could barely report that in the course of the disaster our institution had been captured within seconds by raging dust and cold noise. The hole that broke open in the ceiling of our best exhibition space was met with sheer bewilderment by the curators, causing the policewoman to neglect the hole in her report. It so happens that our former custodian is now the only one who occasionally speaks of the unknown object, which must have struck our gallery. For hours and hours, our one-time colleague claims, it was lying between the most precious pieces of our collection. It even attracted the foxes of the nearby thicket. They came on the evening of the disaster to survey the rearrangement of our collection. The foxes rushed, until now unheard of, with their heads held high over the 7 stairways to our finest but shattered exhibition hall. Our rightfully discredited custodian holds the animals' verdict in high regard, as they applauded the rearrangement of our collection, only after a careful examination. As there is no proof of such an incident, as our visitors' books noted no such comment, as no member of our institution was harmed in this cowardly conducted attack, as the unknown object was removed by unknown beings overnight, we were well advised to continue our work according to custom. Although none of us speaks openly about the disaster, we still regard it with adequate gratitude, as it gave rise to a long-anticipated refurbishment of our premises. Today, after all repairs have been finished, there is no single one among the guests of our solemn reopening who could possibly suspect that one Tuesday night, naked moonlight fell through a hole in the ceiling of our finest exhibition hall to illuminate the most exquisite objects of our collection. Although Mr. P lost his faith in art 28 years ago, in an exhibition curated by Harald Seemann, the pensioner nevertheless put a small oil painting by Cranach in front of his chest to protect himself when his flat in the 18th municipal district of Vienna was recently ambushed by armed robbers. The lady, who Cranach set in the canvas together with her pet, a duck, suffered only minor injuries on her arm, while Mr. P, who was hit by the same bullet, fell down and died under the painting without hesitation. Thank you.